Hey, what's up, guys? This is Jason Baker from YMCA Camp Harrison. It is 7 p.m. on a beautiful Wednesday here in Boomer. I hope everyone's doing great. I really appreciate all of you guys for getting through the application process and the interview process. It's been really smooth, and I think it's all because of you guys. So I just want to say thank you so much for helping us out and being ready to go. Yeah, guys, it's 2024. We're 10 days in, and there has been a lot that's been going on here at camp and at Boomer. It's been crazy. It's been wild. It's been really exciting for the most part. So I just want to say a few announcements real quick just to let you know what's going on. As you may know, Nevin departed with us in October and is working at a school in Virginia. He's living his best life. His family's incredible. Everyone's doing great up there, and we miss him, but we're praying for him, and he's praying for us and making sure he's checked in with me a few times. So I really want to just say that if you did not know that, that's happened, and we have already hired his replacement. His name is John Barry, and he is from Hendersonville, North Carolina, but he spent most of his time in Boone, and we found him in Lake Wylie because he worked a little bit with Camp Thunderbird and their team. So it's been a really cool transition. His family is moving in February. He's been working so far, and he's still trying to get, I guess, used to everything here. So, he doesn't even know about you guys yet. And I just want to make sure that you guys are aware that when he shows up, he's going to be the new guy, and I know that you guys will welcome him with open arms, and so I'm really excited about that. Second thing, there are also going to be new people at Camp Harrison this summer because we have hired 20 international staff members to be a part of our summer camp team, and that is really exciting for the Charlotte Y. It's really exciting for me. I've gotten to interview all 20 of them. I've been really excited with all the process with that. It's been challenging, but it's been really cool to meet and know some incredible people that are going to be working this summer with you guys in the cabins and at the activity areas. So be ready to also be super welcoming to them. I know you'll be super welcoming, but I just want to make sure that you guys are prepared for that. They are all English speakers, so there's not going to be a super large English barrier, but just want to keep your heads up that is going to happen. And so we're really excited. Last thing, announcement-wise, I guess, with camp, there's not been a lot of physical changes yet, but the ropes course is planning to be operational this summer, so we're gearing up to make sure that that's ready to go. And then there's going to be a few changes with some of the buildings, aesthetics, and you won't notice them because it's just kind of, normal maintenance. So there's that. That is all the new things that have happened since summer 2023. And I'm really excited to bring a new, refreshing look into 24. We're really excited. We'll be announcing the theme in a couple weeks, and just be praying for our team here, be praying for our campers and their families as they think about camp this summer, that they get excited and full of joy. And, the people that are partnering with us for getting campers here and our marketing team and, the Charlotte Y in general, I just want you guys to be praying for them and give us an opportunity to impact campers' lives. And I know that a lot of you guys are former campers, so this is a special thing for you. I hope it becomes something special for them. All right, let's get down to business a little bit. We have, like I said, already done a lot of the interviews. We're almost done with hiring, and it's not even February yet. And I'm really excited about that, so I can focus on camper recruitment. But there are still a few things we need to do to make sure you guys are all ready to work and ready to go when staff training rolls around. First thing is we've gotten the interview out of the way, so we can check that off the box. The second thing that we're about to do is it's called batching. And so batching really means is what time frame we need you guys to accomplish the checklist part. Last couple years, it's been a little bit different for everybody. Even for me, when I was applying, it was different. But this upcoming summer, we're going to do something new. I think it's going to stick. Camp Thunderbird already does this with their staff, so I'm hoping this kind of helps us all in the future when we're hiring our staff. And that really just means you picking the dates you want to start your checklist. It solves two problems. One, it solves the problem for HR. They're not getting 80 to 90 offer letters all at one time because that is super overwhelming for them. Some of our staff members last summer experienced a lot of different things when that occurred, and we don't want that to happen again. And I want to make sure you guys are have your checklist and are working on them in the time that you selected. The other thing is it's going to help me be more hands-on in that process with you. So we have a new business practice through the YMCA. You used to could be able to just take a picture of your driver's license, your I-9 forms, and send them through the checklist. They have to be done in person. And they used to have to be done in person, but COVID happened and then everything, shut down. And so that was kind of a tricky deal. They didn't want to have in-person I-9 applicants. So now it's in person. And so that just means you either have to bring your I-9 forms, which are on your checklist when you get it, to me, and I approve them, or if you can't find the time during the 10-day selection that you want, we'll have to do it at one of the branches in the Charlotte Y. And if you're in college and you live far away, then we'll make sure we set up through an agency, a third-party agency in that town. Please just communicate with me when that 10-day process rolls around so that way we can just go ahead and start. I've mentioned to mostly everybody, but the checklist is a non-linear process. So last year you had to go through step 1, then step 2, then step 3. Now there's just like 8 random steps, and you can pick ones based off of your timetable. That way you can best operate the way you can. So yeah, that's what we're going to do next. Batching. And I'm going to send out a form on the GroupMe. You select the dates that you want to use to start your checklist, and I will give you 10-day frames. So we're not going to try and use the 21 days. We're going to try and get it done in 10. For some of my staff, I got it done in 2 days. Some of them, it took us more than one attempt at the 21-day process. So let's narrow it down to 10, and let's make sure that we get everything accomplished, okay? There's 10 different groups that you can pick from. I want you to label yours when you get the form. It's going to be labeled as 1, 2, or 3. And so use your preferences. Pick the number 1 for your, this is the best time for me. Number 2, this is the second best. And the third is third best. Because I don't want everyone batching on the same week. So I'll have to move people to their second best or the third best thing. Okay. Okay. So choose wisely. Make sure you guys get that done in the next couple days, because we start next Monday batching and offer letter sending for you guys to start our summer camp checklist process. Okay. Boom. Checklist done. After that, we have our trainings. I want to just make sure you guys are aware that we have multiple online module trainings for you to accomplish before staff training. I'm going to repeat that. Before staff training. And that's your first aid CPR, your lifeguard certification if you're going to take that, and your child abuse training module. Okay. So there's a lot of things that are going to be coming at you over the next couple months. Don't worry. Just communicate with me if you need some extension on your time, and we'll make sure you guys get everything handled in appropriate manner. Because I want to make sure you guys are comfortable and ready to go before you're in front of campers. Okay, some of you guys are in high school, and I totally realize that. It's going to be challenging to be at staff training. It's going to be really challenging. Number one, don't worry. Don't worry, okay? We're going to make sure that you are adequately trained before you're in front of campers. We're going to do everything we can to make sure that you feel comfortable leading and guiding in our activity areas, also in our cabin life. What that might mean is we could do weekend trainings where we invite you guys to come to Harrison. We do trainings here on the weekends, and we kind of crunch everything up as much as we can. We may go to Camp Thunderbird. We may do it at a branch. Any of those options are on the table. Number two, online training is super important, as you have to get some of these things done for you to do the in-person training. So don't, think that you're not going to staff training, you don't have to do everything. You absolutely do. We don't want you to work with kids if you're not ready to work with kids. That's how kids get hurt. That's how you get hurt. And that's how I get fired. So that's not going to happen. All right. Trainings, check. Next thing, if you're interested in working the spring season, I would probably advise you to check off one of the first couple sessions that you can, so you can be ready to go in March for our spring season, okay? So if you're thinking about working a weekend, choose some of those earlier sections so that you guys can get done with the process and be ready to go before our weekend stuff happens. All right. Last two things, and I'll let you go. I know it's been 11 minutes so far. I'm trying to be cognizant of time. It's a long video. But our summer camp schedules have got to be done before February, okay? So what that means is I really want to get everyone in their cabins, their cabin structure done before we begin staff training. That way we know kind of what to specifically train you in and help guide you in the cabin life world and also the program world. So today we're going to send out, after this video, another form for you guys to use, to schedule your time, your schedules. This is just a preference, okay? So when you applied, at the bottom, there was a suggestion that said, hey, staff training is this date, session 1 through blank is this date, and if you're a high schooler, you have the option to work 4 to 6 weeks, and if you're a college student, we really want you to work more than 8 weeks. There's 9 sessions, and so including 2 weeks of staff training, and that's 11 weeks total. We really want you to work as much as you can work. I am not a monster. If you have a family vacation or you have something that you really can't miss, I'll make sure I give you the space and time to accomplish those things. Other than that, I really want to focus on having staff members here that want to sacrifice their summer to spending time with campers and our families to make sure that they get the best experience they possibly can. If you're working in multi-week, it's kind of a no-brainer. You need to be here as much as you can. 11 weeks is really the requirement for that. And so it's a big ask for you, but it's also a super rewarding thing. When I was on staff as a counselor, being here the whole summer really did make a huge impact in my personal life, but it also made me realize how important it was to camp for all of our team members to be together the whole time. So I want to give you that. I want you to chew on that. The longer you're here at camp, the better the experience is for you, our campers, and us. So think about that. Last thing, this is going to be next week, next Monday. I'm going to have our friend Connor Four send out our program preference sheet. And so some of you guys have worked programs before here at camp. If you're in LIT, you had some experience learning some of the programs. He's going to leave you a list to show kind of what you're preferencing for those programs. I want you to keep this in mind. Our programs are going to be a little bit different this summer. Historically, we've done top half of the day, we do land activities. Bottom half of the day, we do water activities. We're scrapping that, and we're going to do water all day, land all day. For our campers' sake, that is the best thing we can do for them. Our activity areas are going to be awesome this summer, and our campers are going to have full control on what activity they want to take while they're here. We think this solves a lot of issues. Number one, the program that we've been using is kind of a dinosaur and doesn't always give the preference activities to the campers that they want. So they go home upset, the parents are upset with us, and we have to give them that similar information. So to alleviate that whole process, we want to give them the opportunity to select the activities they want to be at. So if they want to be at archery all week, one period of the day, we want to give them that option so that they can learn skills and build their confidence while they're here at camp. Okay, I think that's it. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. You can reach out to your head counselors, and we can make sure that you guys are ready to go. Oh, last thing, one more thing. If you guys don't mind, for John's sake and for Jane, who works in our office, and some of our other team members here, if you could send a picture that you don't mind showing off to me, that way we can post it in our office so they can get familiar with, seeing you and seeing a name next to your face. That way when you arrive, we don't have to play this crazy game of trying to remember each other's names. We can already start practicing that, and then you guys can be good to go. All right, I think that's it. I look forward to seeing you guys soon. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. All right, take care.